apostle. This is allhiphop.com's article. KRS-One has become an apostle, publishing a 600-page gospel of hip-hop dedicated to the spirituality and divinity of hip-hop. He says, in 100 years, this book will be a new religion on the earth. When it comes to hip-hop, KRS-One has always thought big. He said, I'm not just doing hip-hop, that's rap. He says, I am hip-hop. And then he finally says, I respect Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, but their time is up. Can I preach in here? He says, but do not concentrate on the paper, talking about the Bible. Concentrate on the laws of the Creator, because when the paper's gone, it will deceive you, but Allah will never leave you. Allah, I'm so sick of hearing black people call out to the name of Allah. Now, I understand, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm about to make a very good point here, because these same guys, and let me calm down because I get upset on this part. These same guys, Farrakhan, all of them that call out the name of Allah will tell you that the blue-eyed, blonde-haired white person that is the white devil oppressed us, so we shouldn't worship the God of the white man, which they consider Jesus Christ. But none of them talk about the greatest Holocaust our planet has ever seen, which is the Arab slave trade, where they killed, castrated 20 million black people under the name of Allah. How are you going to try to blame the white man and they castrated and raped and killed some 20 million blacks during the Arab slave trade? It was the greatest slave holocaust of all times, under the name of Allah, Islam. Oh, I'm trying to preach. I wish I had a few folks with me, because I feel like this is going to shake something up in this nation. Because while you getting the bean pies and the Muhammad speaks, you need to know the truth about what they say about your God. You need to know the truth about what they say about Jesus Christ. Because if they ain't believing in the Bible, they have no truth for me. We're getting in a confusing time where they're going to start trying to parallel and merge all these gods. They call themselves a Christian, but they're going to stand with Islam too. Then they're going to stand with the Hindu. Then they're going to stand for the homosexual. And they're going to try to merge all the gods. I just don't want to shortchange anybody, y'all. Y'all need to hear this. Daniel said, therefore, when all the people heard the sound of the horn, the pipe, the lyre, the trigon, the dulcimer, and the bagpipe, and every kind of music, all the people, nations, and languages fell down and worshiped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Why? Because they were listening to Baal's music. Lord of things that fly, the Lord God of this world has music. And this music all promotes his agenda. And I'm gonna go back in the day a little bit, then I'm gonna bring it back up front. Is that okay? And I'm gonna start with this one group, and this is gonna hurt me just as much as it hurts most of you. Parliament Funkadelic. Yeah, I know, you grew up on the funk. I grew up on the funk. Parliament Funkadelic. Yeah. This is where the funk came from. Now, I don't know if y'all know who they are in Canada. George Clinton and Atomic Dog, and yeah, y'all remember like 80 guys on the stage at one time? Well, they did an unsung episode of Parliament Funkadelic, and the reason why I'm saying Baal's music is because Baal actually gave George Clinton the funk. He says that he and Bootsy Collins were out fishing one day, and a spaceship came down, and they said a being came off of it and came to them and gave them the funk. And then after that, they were performing on Soul Train, and George Clinton literally got on the ground and started slithering around like a snake. Here are some of the images. Here we go. There's a spaceship. Here's a spaceship right here. with spacemen coming out. Here's Bootsy with his 5-point pentagram guitar. And then here they are performing dressed like this. And here they are with a demon skull behind them. The funk. Here he is right here. You can't see it, but he's throwing up the devil sign with his hand. And here they are. And in all of their songs, they actually promoted the funk, but they promoted it with sexuality. Here's another picture of him with a pyramid right here, and he has his nose turned toward the pyramid, which is to represent intercourse with the gods. So they believe that an alien came down and gave them the funk, and that is what made their music so funky. And they manifested demons frequently as they performed. This is what separates the little singers that are in Houston right now and the one that got large. O-T-O. Can I keep going? This was an old movie called Metropolis. And in this movie, this lady was a nice, kind lady. They took her image and put it in this evil robot, and this robot was an influence, I'm paraphrasing, making it real quick, was an influencer of the culture of men that were there, the working class, and so she was embodied, or she was translated to become this evil robot, but she kept the nice image of the woman, and she went around seducing men and messing over men and really trying to mess up men. So it was like an entity that lived within a beautiful woman. Are y'all with me? And this is why the 5-point pentagram is behind her. Beyonce has an act in her concert where she dresses up like Evil Maria in Metropolis and does the whole act of being that evil entity. Now they say you have to use magic. It's all magic. Aleister Crowley says learn to do all these things with magic. Her latest video is called Sweet Dreams, and the video opens up with one of the most demonic things I think I've seen lately, as of late. Keep looking, just watch carefully. This is Beyonce wrestling in her sleep, and then she levitates. But you missed the significant part of that. There's a dove on top of her, and the dove is doing what Aleister Crowley said to reverse what happened with Jesus. See, when Jesus was baptized, the Bible says that the dove came down representing the Holy Spirit. Aleister Crowley says reverse that. The dove is flying backwards, going the opposite direction. Can I keep going? Look at somebody and say, don't leave. I've just begun. And this led to, of course, in the 80s, cosmic funk. Now, y'all remember in the 80s, every musical artist had something to do with space. They were all spacemen. They dressed up in space suits. Y'all remember that? Anybody remember the music of the 80s? You had Midnight Star, Atlantic Star. You had, the Bar-Kays. Look at this right here. They got a Hindu with the goddess, with all the different symbols around their neck. You had Midnight Star. You had Kraftwerk and all these different groups. Roger and Zapp. And they would come out of spaceships dressed up in spacesuits. Why? Because Baal is the god of things that fly. High things. And this is Baal's music. Then you had, of course, Afrika Bambaataa, who brought us hip hop. And you can't talk about space without talking about him, because he said he came from many planets just to bring you hip hop. He said it came from all the different planets. Here you go right here. Here is the pyramid with Horus's eye in it. Here is Don't Stop to the Planet Rock. If I was to play that right now, half of you would probably get up and start pop locking. They would fashion the club to look like a spaceship was landing. They would flash all the different color lights and all of this stuff. What was all of this? Well, this was worship unto Baal. Things that fly. And then, of course, the 5%ers came along. Same thing. All they talked about was the black man being God. Talked about the planets, everything. There's Big Daddy Kane. His name, the K, the A, the N, the E, means King Asiatic. No one's equal. You had Lauryn Hill right there who had the song Zion, saying that she gave birth, that an angel came to her and told her that she would have a child just like he came to Mary. That she said that the angel came to her and said, unto you a child shall be born, and you shall name him Zion. What is she mimicking? She's mimicking the birth of Jesus Christ, because the 5%ers believe that the black man is what? God. Then you had the diggable planets, you had the roots, you had all these people that were pointing to the planets, to space, because Baal is God of things that fly. Now let me bring, I got to, he got to be in every video. This is the head Nephilim. He's the head. He has the head, chiefest Nephilim spirit. They can say what they want about the backward mass. I tell people all the time, I don't need the backwards message. I'm talking about the stuff he did forward. He got a new Rockaware shirt called Return of the God. Return of the God? Is he talking about himself as God? Yes. But how does he become God? Because people are worshiping him. Why are they worshiping him? Because a Nephilim spirit, an old one, is using his body. Oh, I'm preaching now. Just give me some time. Here's his song, Run This Town, the new song. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance. Do you know what that really means? Join up, sign up with Rockefeller. He says, get your fatigue on, all black, everything. All black, black cards, all black, everything. Why all black? Goth. The celebration of death and destruction. That's what Goth wears, black. He says, yeah, call me Caesar. I'm Dark Caesar. Please follow the leader. So Eric B, we are. Microphone fiend, it's the return of the God. Peace, God. Ain't nobody fresher. In his new song that he just performed on the demonic VMAs the other day, he says, Hail Mary to the city, you're a virgin and Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends. See, they're getting bold, y'all. You know why? Because ain't nobody saying anything. You went shopping for your child and you was in the Rockaware section the whole time. I warned you in 2000 that it was going to get this bad. Wouldn't nobody listen to the little freckle-faced boy from Fort Worth. He can't know what he talking about. Now your children sit in church and can't move if they want to, because they got the fatigue of Rockefeller. Oh, it gets worse. Here he is. What did I say that Aleister Crowley said that the whole law was? Do what thou wilt. That's the new line of Rockaware. Do what thou wilt. He's not even hiding it, man. It ain't no secret. Can I keep going? Girls, the spirit is incubus that comes in, visits you, becomes your night husband. The man is succubus. Here is the same thing, Beyonce's song called Poison. She says, you're bad for me. I clearly get it. I don't see how something good could come from loving you. The death of me must be your mission, because with every hug and kiss, you're snatching every bit of strength. And I'm going to need to fight off the inevitable, and it's a heartbreaking situation I'm up in, but I can't control. You're just like poison, slowly moving through my system, breaking all of my defenses down. You're just like poison, and I just don't get it. How could something so deadly feel so right? What happens when your 16-year-old daughter repeats these lyrics about her boyfriend? That means no matter what he does, something so bad feels so right. These artists are smart. You know why they're so smart? Because Christians have just laid down and allowed their children to listen to anything now. Because they want to hear stuff. So they just found a way. They even have a song for all the boys to have wet dreams over. Beyonce played in the movie, and the name of the group was the Dream Girls. It's from the movie Dream Girls. I was listening to that song while I was watching that particular movie, and I was like, my God, they're talking about succubus. My wife was like, what? Look at the lyrics. Dream girls will help you through the night. Dream girls will make you feel all right. Dream girls keep you dreaming your whole life through. Dream girls can make your dreams come true. Dream girls will help you to survive. Dream girls will keep your fantasies alive. Always love you and they'll be true. The dream girls can only belong to you. We're your dream girls, boy, we'll make you happy. We're your dream girls, we'll always care. Dream girls will never leave you, and all you gotta do is dream. Can I keep going? He's not even hiding it, man. It ain't no secret message. It ain't scrambled up backwards. It ain't no remix version. It's on his shirt. The law of the most wicked man that ever lived. How to channel a Nephilim spirit and get everybody in the audience throwing up your eye in the pyramid. Do what thou wilt. New shirt called the Masters of the Craft, and have the pyramid and all the Egyptian symbols. Here is Baphomet again. Do what thou wilt. Look at the audience in this concert. Everyone in the audience putting their eye, the third eye, the tree God forbid man to partake of. They're showing God, we don't care what you say. We are enlightened. Yeah, these are hip hoppers I'm talking about. Here he is, Rockaware. See the third eye of Horus? That's that third eye. His Rockaware symbol just reversed it. His logo, same symbol. Here he is with Beyonce with skull and bones on his shirt. And here he is in concert with a crystal skull behind him. It's pretty bold, isn't it? Kanye mess. Yeah, I'm very militant when it comes to this stuff. I get mad about my Jesus. I don't like folks blaspheming God. I don't like folks talking against. I don't like folks that will take $1 to destroy my children. You in for a fight when you do that, buddy. My children mean something to me. You want to come get them, you got to fight me. Kanye West posed for the cover of Complex and he told him he wanted his eyes lit up. This is a sign of illumination, meaning that he is illuminated. He can see what you can't. I told you, what did I say? They have to always signal you and let you know. OTO. Look at his shirt right here. Baphomet. Here he is throwing up the symbol. And then this right here should have told you something. But, you know, church folks slow, you know. So during the youth functions, they singing Jesus Walks at the youth functions in the churches. Because he has a song called Jesus Walks. But then when they asked him about Jesus and they said, do you believe in Jesus? He said, I believe in Jesus as an icon, but I don't feel the responsibility to put my life on Jesus. Hip hop goes goth, keeps going goth. Celebration of death, darkness. What did Aleister Crowley say? Magic. Open you up, put a spirit in you. change who you are. Look at the cover story in Rolling Stone. A woman possessed. This article says Beyonce is gripped by a spirit so powerful it even has a name. A powerful spirit? A spirit in her to be worshiped by men and women? How many Christians went to her concert? Look at them. Look at the difference. Look at this. Is that the same woman? She says it's not. She's openly telling you that there is a spirit in her, working in her when she's performing. So the times you know her, you're entertaining a spirit. Or entertained by a spirit. Yeah, true definition of entertain, detain so something can enter you. So, Beyonce says, I have someone else that takes over when it's time for me to work. That's when y'all know her. And when I'm on stage, this alter ego that I've created that kind of protects me and who I really am. Let's talk about this for a second. Y'all still with me? Oh, it's gonna get good. Look at her. What is she doing? What is she doing? See, what did I tell you? They have to signal you to let you know where your praise is going. She's putting the triangle over. Here she's showing you horns. This is the worst one. She has a motorcycle handlebars, but they're in the shape of the 5-point pentagram. And in the middle of the pentagram is the half man, half woman goat Baphomet. The symbol that is used to channel Satan from the 777 of Aleister Crowley. This is what separates